Most Americans have heard of the no-fly list. Created after the 9/11 terrorist attacks, the watch list is actually two lists. From the FBI's petition to the Supreme Court, we read, "The Terrorist Screening Center, a division within the FBI's National Security Branch, maintains a terrorism watch list. Two components of that watch list are the no-fly list, which contains the names of individuals who are prohibited from flying within, to, from, and over the United States, and the selectee list, which contains the names of individuals who must undergo enhanced security screening before being permitted to board a flight." According to Laura K. Donahue in her book, The Cost of Counterterrorism, Power, Politics, and Liberty, when the watch list was created, the no-fly and selectee list contained less than 1,000 names. By April 2005, those lists contained over 70,000 names. Updated numbers are hard to obtain since the FBI keeps membership in this list secret, even from those on the list. Individuals can appeal travel-related issues through DHS's Traveler Redress Inquiry Program, or TRIP. Before 2015, individuals who requested redress using DHS TRIP were not told whether they were on the no-fly list and were not given any reason or evidence supporting their possible inclusion on that list. In 2015, the government revised DHS TRIP to include additional procedural safeguards. United States citizens and lawful permanent residents seeking redress now are told whether they are on the no-fly list and, to the extent possible consistent with national security and law enforcement interests, the reasons for their status. Which brings us to Mr. Johannes Fikre and his encounter with the no-fly list in the FBI, and the first of his cases. Fikre is an American citizen who, until 2009, lived in Portland, Oregon, and worked for a cellular telephone company. In late 2009, Fikre traveled to Sudan to establish a consumer electronics business in East Africa. In April 2010, while still in Sudan, Fikre was approached by two FBI agents who questioned him about his association with the Az-Sabr Mosque in Portland and his commercial finances. The agents told Fikre that he had been placed on the no-fly list, which identifies individuals who are prohibited from flying into, out of, or over the United States and Canadian airspace by commercial airlines. A United States citizen travels to Sudan for work, where he's approached and questioned by two FBI agents. While I did not find the details in the Ninth Circuit opinion, it appears the primary, if not only reason, the FBI questions Mr. Fikre was his association with a mosque and his business. Somehow this was enough to place Mr. Fikre on the infamous no-fly list, or was it? The FBI agents offered to remove Fikre from the list if he became a government informant. Fikre refused. Here's where the red flags flew up for me. Is Mr. Fikre a danger to air travel or merely a potential informant for the FBI? Either way, Mr. Fikre is unable to return to the country of his citizenship because he has been put on a list. But his tribulations were not over. Fikre's business took him to the United Arab Emirates in September 2010. As recounted by Fikre, Emirati secret police seized him from the place where he was staying in June of 2011 and transported him to an unknown location where he was imprisoned and tortured for 106 days. During this time, Fikre was interrogated about his connection to the Az-Sabr Mosque and the nature of his financial dealings. Why was the UAE interested in a mosque in Portland, Oregon? One of the interrogators told Fikre that the FBI had requested his detention. Now, Mr. Fikre was released by UAE officials in September 2011. Since he was unable to return home because of him being on the no-fly list, he sought refuge in Sweden.